Good morning to everyone. My name is Venkateshwar Rao, lecturer in computer science from Government Polytechnic for Women's Pabir. Today topic is high level language, low level language and applications of C. As we see, basically the computer languages are classified into two types. One is low level language and another one is high level language. The low-level languages are those which are easily understood by machine. So these low-level languages are easily, or these are easy that can be understood by the machines. So the machine languages are examples for low-level language, and the high-level languages are those which are like English language, or which are called as natural language like English. Here we use English words and English phrases. Okay, those are called high level languages. So here, so this diagram shows the classification. Okay, programming language is classified into low level language and high level language. Again, low level languages are two types: machine language and assembly language. And high level languages are classified into two types again, that is general purpose high level language and specific purpose high level language. Next we discuss detailed about low level languages. See, these low level languages are easily understood by computers. Computers can easily understand the low level languages, and these are machine dependent languages. It means these languages are specific to computers. The low level languages are specific to computers. It depends on the computers. It will change to computer to computer. That is called machine dependent languages. And the machine language and assembly language are specific to computers. Okay, these are specifically designed for the machines. The machine language and high level language are examples of low level languages. These are the examples for low level languages: machine language and high level language. And they are discussed in the following section. Okay, next we discuss about all these machine language and what is machine language and what is assembly language. All we will be going to discuss. And programs written in these languages are not transferable from one computer to another computer. That is the meaning of machine dependent. The programs cannot be transferred from one system or one computer to another computers. And next we discuss about detailed machine languages. See, as the name itself implies, programming is done at machine level. The meaning of machine language is the programming is done at machine level. The vocabulary of computer consists of only two words. So here we use two words, that is 0 and 1, and that is the digits of binary number system. 0 and 1 are the digits in binary system. Binary system we use only two digits. Binary means two. One is 1, another one is 0. And a 0 indicates the low voltage level. Okay, here the meaning of 0 is it indicates the low voltage level, and 1 will indicate the high voltage level. So here the computer is operated only on two levels of voltages. So it is high and low. High means 1 and low means 0. See, the machine level language is considered as a first generation language. So this machine language is the first generation language. So this is because programming was started with these languages. Initially, okay, the programming language was initially started by the machine level language. In machine level language, we are supposed to use zeros and ones, and any sequence of zeros and ones forms an instruction in this language. So here to write the instructions, we use zeros and ones. The sequence of zeros and ones are used to write the instructions. And as we see the assembly language, see there is a drawback in machine language. Okay, computer engineers developed a new programming language which uses symbolic instructions. So using of zero ones is difficult. Okay, we cannot differentiate between the instructions which are written in zeros and ones. So that is a problem in machine language. So to overcome the problem, okay, the computer engineers designed a symbolic instructions in assembly language. So in assembly language, we use a symbolic instructions, and the symbolic instructions oriented programming language is known as assembly language. So here in assembly language we use the symbolic instructions, and this is called as second generation programming language. This assembly languages are called second generation programming languages, whereas machine languages are called first generation programming language and assembly languages are called second generation programming languages. And symbolic words used in this language are referred to as mnemonics. So here these the symbolic words are called as mnemonics. See, for example, if you consider here, so here, so this is the example for assembly language. So these are called as mnemonics. Okay. So each and every mnemonic has its own meaning here. ADD means this is used for addition. SUB means it is used for subtraction. MUL means it is used for multiplication. And STA means it is for store at accumulator. Accumulator is the memory. And halt means this is instruction or mnemonic is used to halt. And JMP means it is to jump the instructions. And INR means increment. See, the writing of programming in assembly language is much easier as compared to machine language. So here, because of this mnemonics, it is easy to write the programming languages in assembly language. Whereas in machine language, we use only zeros and ones, and it is difficult to identify or it is difficult to differentiate between the instructions. Okay, to overcome that problem, the engineers or computer engineers introduced assembly language. In assembly language, we use mnemonics, which are easy to understand. Next, we discuss about high-level languages. So here, as we said before, the machine languages and assembly languages are highly machine dependent. Okay, these two languages are machine languages and assembly languages are machine dependent, and it will be very difficult for a programmer to switch over from one machine language to another machine language, or one machine language to or one assembly language to another assembly language. It is difficult to switch between the languages, and the programming languages that are more concerned with the problem specification and not oriented towards the details of a computer are called high level languages. See, high level languages which are which are more concerned about the problem specific. Okay, the high level languages are not concerned about the system or computer. These are mainly focused on the problem specific. These high level languages are problem specific languages, and high level languages are like English like languages. Okay, high level languages are English like languages, and elements of these languages are alphabets, Here we use the alphabets, digits, and other special symbols. And the instructions are composed from these elements. And the instructions are written by using these alphabets, digits, and special symbols. So that is about high level language. And hence each and every instruction is easier to read and understand. Instructions are machine independent. Okay, see, the programming language which are written in high level language can run on any machine. That is called machine independent. And that is program written from one machine can run on another computer with very little or more modifications. So here we can easily use the programming language which are written for one machine can be used on another machine also. So next we see the differences between machine language, assembly language, and high level language. Okay. And first difference is language consists of binary code which specify the operation. So here in machine language we use the binary codes to represent the operations. And whereas in the case of assembly language, the language consists of mnemonics. Here we use mnemonics to specify the instructions. Whereas in the case of high level language, this language consists of English like statements. Here we use English like words or English like statements. Okay, and these are more specific than one operation. And the second difference is the processor depends the processor dependent and hence requires knowledge of internal details of processor to write a program. So in machine language, the programmer has a knowledge of the internal design of the computer or internal design of the processor. The reason is here we use only zeros and ones. The instructions are in the form of 0 and 1s and these are understandable only by the machines. And when it comes to assembly language, processor dependent and hence requires knowledge of internal details of processor to write the program. So here also the programmer requires the knowledge of the processor. So whereas in the case of high level language, independent of processor. These two are dependent on processors, and whereas in the case of high level language it is independent of processor. And here in machine language, the programs requires less memory. Okay, to write the program in machine language, we require only less memory. And here also the program requires less memory in the case of assembly language also. And here in the case of high level language, it requires more memory to write the programs. And the fourth difference is programs have less execution time. Okay, programs have less execution time. Has the instructions are in the form of zeros 1 and it requires less memory. Okay, in a similar way it requires less execution time. To execute the program it takes less time to execute the program. And here also program have less execution time. Here also in assembly language also it takes less time to execute the program. And whereas in the case of high level language, program have more execution time. It takes more time to execute the program in the case of high level language. And in machine language, it is difficult to develop the programs. Okay, it is difficult to develop the programs in the case of high level machine language. And here program development is similar than machine language. Here also it is difficult to develop the assembly language. And in the case of high level language, program development is easy as it is English like language. Okay, we can easily remember the instructions and it is easy to develop the language, which is in the case of high level language. And here it is not user friendly. Machine language which are not user friendly. Here it is machine friendly, and here it is less user friendly. The assembly languages are less user friendly, but in the case of high level language it is user friendly. The high level languages are user friendly languages. And next we see applications of C. So here C is used to develop the system as well as application softwares. By using C we can develop system softwares and also application softwares. See, the following are the examples, some of the examples of system softwares. Okay, operating system, interpreters, compilers, assemblers, editors, loaders, and linkers. So these are the system softwares, examples of system softwares. When it comes to application softwares, so these are the examples: graphic packages, spreadsheets, office automation tools, word processors, scientific and engineering applications, and database management systems, DBMS, database management systems. All these are the application softwares. And C is used to develop system softwares and also application software. Okay, so this is for today class. Thank you to everyone.